The Ministry of Infrastructure, Port Services and Transport has finalized arrangements for the replacement of the damaged culvert along the Grosley roadway opposite the JQ Rodney Bay Mall, that should be. Work commenced on Saturday, 14th November. Until the ministry further advises, the road carriageway opposite that area will be closed to all vehicular traffic from both directions. Consultations were also held with the Grosley Minibus Drivers Association, and it was jointly agreed that matter was both urgent and necessary. Philip J. Pierre is the Minister for Transport and Infrastructure.
They agreed to conduct a shuttle service from Castries to the Rodney Bay Mall and from the Rodney Bay Mall to Grosley. Additionally, some buses will continue on the Grosley Road using the Moshi and Bonte roads and vice versa. There will be no change in bus fares. Each bus will be identified for the service that they provide. We are very grateful for the cooperation and support. Other motorists advised to utilize alternative routes, including the Bonte, Monjiro, and Bonseju roads. The ministry has attempted to erect signage along the entire route to indicate the traffic diversions that are in effect. We will continue to monitor this situation and will respond accordingly.
That sinkhole has been attributed in part to the heavy rains of November 6. It is a reminder of the catastrophic nature of rain events here. Minister Pierre told the media Monday that he is increasingly concerned about flooding in all parts of the island during heavy rains. He, however, noted that poor waste disposal practices are contributing to the problem.
All the plastic bottles, all the plastic containers, all the old fridges, all the old stoves, every one of them was put by a human being. If there were no plastic bottles, and if there were no fridges, and if there were no stoves, I'm sure the flooding would be lessened. So whereas the government is trying within its means to desilt, to clear drains, the public, I'm asking the public to cooperate. The public must really stop disposing of garbage in the rivers and the gutters of the city. If they would stop doing that, I'm sure a lot of the flooding would be less. The government spends nearly $1 million every year on desilting, and after that, after every event, after every weather event, you have to spend again millions of dollars to clear things that were put there by human beings. I want you to look for yourself. Every bit of garbage was put there by human being. None got there on its own.
The minister also pointed out government's decision to construct resilient infrastructure in order to protect lives and property. While there will be a price tag, Minister Pierre said the long-term benefit cannot be overlooked.
That's why we had to build the Boadawanch Bridge at the cost we had to build it and make it one of the most resilient bridges in the region, just because they have to be able to withstand the weather changes. So when you hear people speak about the cost of the Boadawanch Bridge without any proof, even though they've been told by consultants over and over again, every item of cost on that bridge has been itemized. And I want to tell you, we actually had cost savings on that bridge. So this is why we have to build, and all the new infrastructure, all the modern infrastructure that we've built has withstood for the time being. The Boadawanch Bridge, the Bonte Bridge, all the bridges in Viewfort, they have withstood the weather events. We have to build more resilient infrastructure to deal with the more severe weather events.
Deputy Prime Minister, Minister for Infrastructure and Transport there, Philip Pierre. Now, Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony is in London and will be the special guest at the British Caribbean Chamber of Commerce dinner to be held at the House of Lords in Westminster, London on Tuesday, 17 November. The dinner will be attended by political leaders and investors from around the world. Dr. Anthony is expected to address the gathering on St. Lucia's investment environment and the new initiatives by the government to attract investment to the island. After the function in London, Dr. Anthony will travel to the United States Embassy in Barbados for the signing of a Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act FACTA, that agreement between the United States and St. Lucia. And Dr. Anthony will return to the island on Thursday, 19 November. Stay with the CTV News. When we come back, Rice St. Lucia Inc. asking St. Lucians to put the emphasis on children.